Okay. So we're gonna start Wretch. I'm gonna name him Elias after the badass John Anderson solo album. If you've never heard it, I recommend you check it out. He's a singer for Yes. They're good. He's good. Wild. They're still making music. They're like in their 80s or whatever, touring and just fucking crushing. Let's do a Draconian. I kind of want to do like a Dragon Slayer kind of type bro. That's fine. This all works. Yes, got Golden Seed, got the name. So the idea behind this, I'll probably actually just like stream this stuff like casually, kind of as I am like available. I don't really have like a crazy schedule like that I want to stick to right now. But I was kind of inspired by two things. One, myself, which I know sounds you know, arrogant or whatever. But it was my buddy was started playing this game, and I decided I was gonna start a character with him instead of just playing my main with him, and you know, do it. Started a character with him, and I just decided to see how far into the game I could push. I never really done that before. I know there's a lot of YouTube like fucking guides just ad nauseum about like what your setup should look like, from anything from like 20 minutes to fucking 8 hours. I've watched Bushy do an 8-hour setup for something. I can't remember what it was. But needless to say, that all felt completely bananas to me. So I was like, I don't think you need to do that to play this fucking game. But there is like this weird Super Metroid energy where I was like trying to skip stuff. I thought it was really fun. But one of the things I ended up doing was I saw somebody. It might have been Bushy actually. I can't remember. I saw somebody kill the Draconic Sentinel that's guarding the entrance, the back entrance to Lindell, capital city, with just poison. You can sneak up behind him and just poison him, and I didn't know that. And so I was like, wow, that's cool, I'm gonna do that. And so I did it, and then that taught me two things. One, that there's a barrier there if you haven't gotten 2 Great Runes. So you still can't get into the city. It taught me that. I was like, okay, cool, fine. And then, but two, it reminded me that he drops the Dragon Great Claw and the shield, right? He drops those 2 things, and I was like, dang, does that mean you can actually just grab Poison Mist and run straight and like a seal and run straight over here and just grab those weapons and then start tearing it up? That's what this is. So that's one thing, and the other thing is I kind of started looking up. I kind of just read the weapons because I was like, what do they do? You know, I got him with that character, but I realized like you can't change the Ashes of War on them, right? And the hammer thing, the claw has like Endure on it, and the shield has Shield Bash on it, and I was like, all right, cool, whatever. But then I started reading about them because I was like, well, what's good about this then? Because I know that like the community's probably going to be pissed that you can't change the Ash of War, and that just means they're bad, right? It's going to be like a bad weapon or whatever.
But I can also see that you're not. Then why I am Kale. I am selling where the land has been its only.
And sure enough, the community was like, this shit sucks, don't bother with it. Worst colossal weapon, on and on, just on and on. Just tryhards being mad.
Goodbye.
Right? So what I decided was to just basically start a Wretch and run straight there. and go get them, and then just beat the game with it and see how bad it actually is.
What is it?
It's probably not bad. It probably slaps. And I know that it does like red lightning damage.
You've made an excellent choice.
I know that it does red lightning damage, which is not resisted by a lot of things in the video game. But I also feel like it's probably the only colossal weapon that you're supposed to block counter with. But I'm not, I don't know. I don't know. Also, I noticed that if you look at the damage, I'll show you guys once I get stuff. What we're gonna do is grab Torrent, grab the Spirit Calling Bell, grab Poison Mist, grab the Two Fingers Heirloom because it, you know, it costs like 12, requires like 12 faith to cast. And then we'll grab the Finger Seal from Round Table Hold. So we'll spend 800 runes. And then we'll go kill him. And then we'll figure out what time it is. We'll see what's up. We'll just kind of start there. And then we'll come all the way back to the beginning and just kind of work out requirements for the weapon and the shield. Yada yada. So I'll probably turn these streams, I'll probably stream pretty casually, but I'll turn them into probably a video. I'll probably like delete the streams and edit them all down into like a video and then just do like the worst colossal weapon question mark.
Have they, sir? But you, I can play turning to 80. You need only take to the foot. Then it set summon me. Ah, I bequeath to you.
But I've always done this kind of crap.
Use it.
I used to play Magic all the time, and like I remember going to Friday Night Magics and like being really caught up with Standard. And I remember people just being like, "Oh, that's a trash card. That's a trash rare. That's a trash mythic." And I'd be like, "Cool." I would just build a whole deck around it and then just go slap everyone. It's not trash. It's just a lot of times it just takes a little more effort for it to pay off, and people don't want that. They want like path of least resistance kind of stuff, and that means it's good. So lazy, if you're lazy, that means it's good, kind of. And I know that that's like sort of maybe a hot take, but it's that's usually the case, you know. Some people would decide to replace the word lazy with like efficient, maybe, if they were like trying to really like gaslight themselves into sounding like a better player. But in my experience, like a lot of the people that I beat were people that don't actually play the game, don't put the thought into and effort into understanding the game at its core and understand, like they just think that like they took somebody's deck list and were like, well, that's good because it uses all these fucking overpowered shitty cards that are like, but they don't understand when to use them, or like, you know, as soon as I sit down across from them, they're confused because they don't have any experience with the deck because they didn't make the deck. Rather than understanding just cards and the game itself. Like, I don't know how to explain this, like, but I feel like the same is probably true for this game too. The game, like, the weapon is as good as you are. Like, really, at the end of the day. And if something requires less input from you, and that tricks you into thinking the weapon's good instead of telling you the truth about your skill level, about the fact that you're not very good, so you have to rely on something that doesn't require a lot of work, that doesn't make the weapon good. That makes you bad, right? So what I want to do is grab this weapon and try to slap stuff. Now, I'm not the best player at this game. I'm not super good, you know? We can't all be like Shroud or Bushy, you know? Like, oh yeah, we can. Yes, we can. That's a different conversation. If I put the same amount of time in as those guys and diligence, then like I'm gonna get there. But whatever. Talk to her. I don't know why. We don't really need to. There's like a weird OCD thing. And I'm probably not going to hit like a bunch of graveyards or anything weird like that. Like normally I have like kind of a setup that I like to do where like I'll hit some graveyards and like you know, get crystal, you know, tears and just all that stuff. But I think what I'll do is grab the physic though. But I don't think I'm going to grab a bunch of sombers and try to like push the weapon super hard. I think what I'd rather do is actually play with the weapon the way it's designed to be played. And there is one thing I didn't mention about this weapon that is actually like supremely cool. And that is, it does bonus damage to dragons. And maybe even dragonkin, I can't remember. We're gonna read it when we get it, but it does bonus damage to dragons. So what I was thinking was we'd run and grab it, come back here, and then kind of start to build like a dragon slayer type character. A dragon hunter, right? Now the stat investment is pretty high, so like, and I think it's 30 strength and 14 dex. So that's 24, well, I'll be level 25 to be able to just hold it, right? So that does push us kind of far past like some of the stuff in Limgrave here. No, we're not talking to block right now. But what I don't want to do is like artificially push, like do this thing where we like ride around and grab a bunch of somber stones and like just go for it. Oh, no thanks. And then be like, wow, see how good it is? Because it's like, well, duh, you're like level in, you know, 30 already, and like you're gonna kill the Beastman of Fair Missoula in the first cave and be like, see, it's way better. It's like, no. I think what we'll do is actually like go grab it. We'll grab the physic, we'll grab Poison Mist, Two Fingers Heirloom. I think I might talk to Roderica and get the jellyfish, otherwise I think we fuck ourselves out of the jellyfish. Not that I am gonna focus on doing like summons and stuff, but whatever. Anyways, I'm not gonna like, yes, I am pushing pretty far into the game to get this weapon, but I'm not gonna do anything crazy. We're gonna poison the dude, we'll get the weapon and the shield, and we'll come back to the beginning and probably just kind of play with it naturally. And then as I come across somber stones, like through like content, then I'll use them. But you know, I think what that means is it's actually going to sit at +2 for most of this stuff, because I don't really want to grab. We can get it to +6. We can get it to +6 without getting into the shunning grounds or somewhere where you have to kill stuff, right? But I'm not going to do that, I guess, is the short version. I think it's because that's not a really good that's not an accurate representation of what the weapon feels like. If you just go grab it and then just crank yourself up and be like, check it. Right? Okay, we'll go down this way. We gotta grab the Dectus medallions too, that's why we're gonna do this. I'll probably grab the... Let me think. Do we need the Axe Talisman? Do we care? I'm not sure that like charge attacks are a big deal. Although, one thing that I realized is like a lot of people were really bitching about this weapon because it didn't have like a flashy Ash of War, right? And I'm kind of like, I mean, that's not really what block counters do, though, right? They're not. The flashy thing is that you're always stance breaking people for free without ever taking damage or being at risk, right? I think that at that point, what do you need a flashy Ash of War for? You don't, right? So, and you know, block countering isn't always going to be viable, but that's what Endure is for. Is like for someone like me, I'm not very good. Sometimes I'm not good at dodging. Sometimes I'll get nailed, you know, by something when I think that the timing was perfect. I'll be like, I thought that I had that exactly right. How did that hit me? And Endure rules for that, because you just tap it right before you're gonna. The animation's quick, right? And you tap it before there's like an important dodge, and like if you're honest with yourself about your abilities, right? Then you still got treated like you dodged it. You didn't get knocked out of the animation, and you took very little damage, so you still have the opening that you would have had. I think that's the more important part, is the opening, right? So I think Endure's fine. You just switch to two-handing when you can't block counter. You know, block countering isn't always going to be viable, even against something like, you know, Margit, right? You're probably going to switch to two-hand with that. Try to fight him. Oh, I don't need to grab this. What am I doing? Oh, yes I do. Yes I do, because when we get to the top of the tower, we want to fast travel outside. Let's grab it. We'll grab this. And then we'll grab probably Poison Mist. I think that's the next most logical thing to get. I'll grab this too while I'm here. It's fine. Glad it's nighttime here, actually. It's harder for these guys to see it. So yeah, and that coupled with the fact that it does lightning damage, which is not resisted by a lot in the game. Ouch. Really gonna come up here? Yeah, and it's the red lightning. It's like and it does bonus damage to dragons. That just makes you a dragon hunter. It just makes you into this like dragon slayer, and I love the idea of that as a character. So the downside to this that I can think of, the downside to this is it's enormously heavy because it's a colossal weapon and a colossal shield. So your stat investment automatically as a melee class, you're going to care about vigor, and then you're going to want 51 poise because your weapon swings slow. So like there's gonna be times where you're like, oh, I'm fighting 3 rats and I just need to hit 1, and then like the other 2 are gonna hit you. You really don't want to get knocked out and like stun locked, right? Because you can't, because it really does matter. The 51 poise matters for this exact kind of a thing, right? And you can sit there and turtle up and block counter. Oh, I need to go this way. What am I doing? What am I doing? Grab this stone sword key. Oh, I think. Perfect. But anyways, what I was getting at is if you do the dragon hunter thing, that the idea of being a dragon hunter and having a weapon that does bonus damage to dragons, the payoff is that you're getting dragon hearts and access to more and more powerful dragon incantations, right? So I'm not gonna grab the Morning Star. I could, but I'm not gonna bother with it. I'm not gonna cheese this. I'm not gonna roll up to fucking Grail and steal a bunch of fucking runes. Let's change it to daytime now, though. So anyways, what I was saying is, like, you're gonna need... Basically, here's the thing. You're gonna need 6 stats. 7. Like, it is basically what I'm getting at. You're gonna need 7 stats. You're gonna need vigor. You're gonna need mind, because you're gonna be casting dragon incantations. You're gonna need endurance to be able to carry 51 poise worth of armor and 2 colossal things, right? And you want the stamina, because swinging a colossal weapon's not very nice as far as like stamina consumption goes, right? And then you're gonna need obviously strength and dex to be able to hold the thing. Dex maybe not so much, but I have a feeling that the weapon will start scaling really nasty with dex because of the red dragon lightning, even though the dex scaling is displayed to be something less than that. It's like C, I can't remember, like the strength scaling's like decent, but it's like, I think that's a trap. The red lightning for sure will probably scale better. The red lightning part of the damage of the weapon will probably scale more aggressively than the physical damage of the weapon, I would imagine. So you're gonna need strength and dex, and then you're also gonna need faith and arcane to be able to cast all this shit if you do go this way. So this feels like very stat hungry, and I think what I'm gonna do is early on try to meet the minimum requirements of the weapon We might even do a thing where we rob ourselves of the shield early on just so that we can get to 51 poison. We'll just two-hand the thing. And then we'll push strength. I might go 20 strength instead of 30 strength. 20 strength and 14 dex so that we can hold the weapon. What am I doing? I got what I need. There's a Somber 2 back there, but I'm not doing that. It's not a big deal. I could just get the weapon to +2 and feel like I'm less cheesing, but I just don't want to do it. I don't want to bother with any of that, so. What I think I will grab is probably the Blessed Dew Talisman while I'm over here, actually. Because that's my, like, riding around the landscape talisman, for the most part. I'm trying to think of the drip I want to wear for this to look like a rad Dragon Hunter. I've thought about doing a Dragon Hunter build before where, like, you get, like, a two-handed weapon that has a pretty, like, cool, interesting, like, a moveset that has good coverage so that when you are fighting dragons, you're in a good position no matter what attack you're doing. It's like hitting them, you know? So probably not, like, thrusting stuff, you know? Although fighting a dragon on horseback is pretty sweet with, like, the lance, probably, but... What am I doing? Let's just go get the Blessed Dew Talisman and call it. But I thought about doing this before, and I kind of landed on Dismounter as, like, the weapon, and then just, like, getting, like, Dragon Wound Grease as a, you know... And then doing that, and then just casting the shit out of, like, dragon stuff, so... I don't know, we'll see. The goal of this stream and, like, YouTube video is to kind of fuck around with, like, two kind of main points, and one is to see how truly bad this Colossal weapon is. I have a feeling it's actually astoundingly good. And everyone's just asleep on it because it doesn't have a flash Ashes of War and you can't change the Ashes of War, so they're like, well, fuck it, it's garbage. And it's like, it's probably stronger than what you're using, but it's probably going to feel boring to you because you actually have to be just decent at the video game. Not like one weird trick with it. It just does tremendous amount of fucking damage that's really hard to resist, right? But you just have to be good. You just have to block and dodge and hit precisely. You can't just, like, fucking one-shot stuff. But also, you probably don't have to do, like, a stupid buff routine, right? You don't have to, like, Golden Vow with a dagger and, like, Flame Grant Me Strength and all this shit. And, like, because honestly, Flame Grant Me Strength, it's only going to buff the physical side of the damage. It's not going to buff the lightning damage. If anything, I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to want to buff lightning damage at higher levels with your physic. Because I do really have this feeling that the red lightning, the ancient dragon lightning is what it is. Like, is gonna scale, like, really, really well with Dex. So, we'll see. I might even not bother with, like, doing dragon incantations. I feel like that's what you, like, fold into the build, like, later. We'll see. The thing that I need to see is how to get to 51 poise and be able to hold this stuff early game while still having vigor. And that's kind of why I'm thinking about going to 20 strength instead of the full 30 and just forfeiting the shield. But also part of me just wants to do it. I just want to, like, kill the dude, crank it, with whatever runes he gives me, just go 30 strength, 14 dex. He probably gives you enough to do that. I think he does. If you're a level 1. I think he actually gives you enough runes to do that. But what that does is it makes your vigor and endurance really expensive, like early game. I'm gonna grab this side of Grace so that we can buy the lantern from him later. I have a feeling the torch is gonna be not viable. Like, weight-wise, I feel like we're gonna be in, like, serious trouble. I feel like the first half of the game, I feel like Limgrave. The point of Limgrave is going to be to give us enough runes to get vigor and endurance and 51 poise. But I almost think that that's probably a joke. I feel like oh man. What I need to do is the calculations. I need to calculate how heavy the weapon and the shield is, and how heavy the knight set is, probably, even though it doesn't look cool. Like, I mean, it does. It looks fucking gorgeous, but it doesn't look good with what I'm doing. I want something a little more, like, randy looking. Like, exile armor. You know, like, I don't know. There's some stuff. It would be cool to roll around in the Godric Knight set with the Great Helm on and no shield. Just this huge fucking hammer. It just doesn't look draconic though. I feel like that set looks so sick. Godric Knight with Great Helm. Oh man, so cool. Oh no, you don't. He's pissed. Pissed. Thought he had me. Wiggle worm. Alright, so let's put that on. Let's get this all set up the way I like it to. That can go there. This can go here. Okay. So now we go, let's think. Now we'll go talk to Roderica, right? Get the jellyfish, and then we'll head over to Liurnia and get Two Fingers Heirloom. Maybe I'll grab the graveyard near Roderica, actually. Probably grab Strength Knot. The only reason I want to grab that graveyard is so that I have enough money to buy the Two Fingers, the Finger Seal. Just 800. Wait, how much do I have any? I haven't really run over any skulls with runes in them yet. Wild. Yeah. Okay. At this point, I would need 3. Maybe I'll get 3 on the way there. Ugh, whatever. Let's just grab it really quick. We'll just do it. We're right here. But what I don't want to do is, like, cheese a bunch of levels, you know? Like, I want to actually kind of experience the video game with the weapon. So, I guess going up and killing this guy and gaining, like, who knows how many levels? 24, 25, 26 levels. I can't remember how much he gives you. I feel like it is enough, though. I think he gives you enough to actually fucking level up that many times. So, in a sense, that is sort of cheesing it, but that's all the cheesing we're gonna do. I want as clear of a picture as possible what the game looks like to be played with that stuff. Okay, we'll get the Strength Knot, and then we'll talk to Roderica, grab that Stone Sword key while we're there, get the jellyfish. That's all I kind of really care about, is getting the jellyfish, actually. Because I'm not so good that I can, like, solo stuff, like real bosses. Even like Margit, I'm not sure that I could solo him and win. I feel like I've done it before, but I was digging real deep. There we go. Give me that. Give me that. What's up, homie?
Everyone, only to have that itchy nose, quite You're all on and heading to enticed. Well, that, but I don't have. It's scared. I want on nothing.
I can talk to Barry.
Can you take
I don't know that I care.
and the spirit will be glad. It was a pleasure. Oh, tell them I love them finally get.
Alright. To Caleb. For the other half of the deck just went out. And this will, Caleb will also give us access to the round table hold. We'll buy the finger seal. I think the cool thing about this weapon is that you don't have to even worry about Ashes of War. I think that's actually kind of sick in a block counter build to just be like, no, you're dead, dude. And the other thing is you don't have to worry about greases either, because you can't put anything on it. It's literally like the most like simple. It feels like one of the most pure ways to engage with the game. It's a colossal weapon, so it's going to hit hard. It's a block counter with a great shield, so you're not going to get hit. And it does a damage type that almost nothing resists. And you're going to break stance constantly. I mean, what's not to love? And you don't have to manage it. You just have to be good at the game. You just have to be checked in. Like, I don't understand what there is to hate about that. Get out of here. Turtle Talisman seems like a good idea to switch into for boss fights, or Axe Talisman, depending on which boss fight it is. Like I don't know. I feel like Turtle Talisman for any fight that you're gonna block counter. Beastman of Farazula. Watchdog. Right. And then Turtle Talisman. Oh, sorry, Axe Talisman for anything where you're gonna two-hand. Margit. Comes to mind. Right. Dragon. Any dragon fight, probably. Although probably you'd have both on. I would imagine those would be the two that you're gonna. And then later, probably like I don't know, Claw Talisman and like Curved Sword Talisman. I mean, it's like God. Even your talisman choices are so simple because you don't have to kill the jar early out of greed and impatience to try to like spam Ashes of War. You're not even gonna do that. I will say this though: the shield does almost the same amount of damage as the weapon, which is crazy. So Shield Bash will just kill shit. It'll just kill it. It's just dead. Like, pash for, like, no FP. And you can't get hit when you're shield bashing with a great shield. I don't know if you all knew that. But when you do the animation, they'll try to hit you in the middle of it and rebound off, and you just smack them. It's so good. And some enemies get staggered from that if you don't kill them. Some enemies get staggered like, long enough. Like, one of these dogs running at you with his snoot, where he does the big, like, come get you animation. Like, you can shield bash into that, and it won't do anything to you. It just blocks it and hits them. And it usually staggers them. It doesn't kill them, so you might be able to get a charged heavy off after that. I'm not sure. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll grab the medallion and then fast travel out. We're not grabbing the Star Seal or the rune or any of that shit in here. It's just like... We're just gonna get the medallion. And then fast travel out, and then I'll probably sit at the side of Grace right there so that we can go to Round Table Hold. And then we'll go to Liurnia and get... Heirloom. and then we'll head there. I think that's it. That's all I need, right? Is the heirloom at this point. After we get the medallion. Got it, the poison. Yeah. I just need to be able to cast it. Grab the map. I'm trying to think of an outfit to wear. I need to like come up with one in my head. I do like Bargram, the Raging Wolf's clothes. That could be a thing. I feel like what we'll do is like once we're starting to push for the stats we need, then I think we'll start pushing for the fashion. Maybe. And just like hunt down dragons and kill them. That seems fun. I'm not sure if I want to do like a full complete run where I'm like, I kill every boss with this, but why not though? Actually, that would be a really good indicator of what this weapon feels like. Just do every boss fight, right? So in the early game, what I'm going to do, I am going to grab Dex Knot over by a Boil Prawn shack. And I think that's what we'll stuff into the physic, is just strength and dex. Because you just want to hit harder. I don't think we care about Thorny. Is it Thorny or is it Cracked? I can't remember which. The one that cares about charged heavies. Charge attacks. And Axe Talisman. That could be fun. But I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what this is going to be like. Just not sure, y'all. Nice. Snow poison. Hell yeah. That never happens. Like I always get... Oh, no, no, no. Damn it. Alright, fine. Jeez. Let's go get some clothes, actually. Whoops. Not there. What am I doing? Let's just get some clothes so we're wearing something. There's that perfumer outfit down here in this weird little ruined city in the swamp. Just go get that. And then we'll sit down. I'm not gonna break into the college and get, like, the Carrion Knight shit. I think what I'd honestly rather do is buy the Knight set, actually. And then do the math on what I need to shoot for a quick load. I could see a world where this is so bad that we actually have to use the Arsenal Jar Shard, the Arsenal Charm, or whatever the fucking... the one that Nefeli gives us. I am a little bit worried of, like, fucking the story up. From running this far into the game, going all the way, literally, to the seal. That the fingers, the Greater Will put up, that they're like, no, you can't go past this until you prove it. Prove it, dude. Since we're going literally as far, we're getting to the farthest enemy that you can in the game and killing him. There's literally nothing past him that you can do. So, I am worried about fucking the story up. I'm trying to think of what happens. What gets screwed up there. I know the Festival of Radon starts. There's some weird shit that we might get locked out of. I could see a world where it's almost maybe even like a better idea to like... to just get to Altus naturally and then rush straight up to him and get it, but like, nah. Nah. Alright.
Forgive me to determine if you had. It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering.
I love how she's like, whoa, you're running around like a wild man. Let's go to the round table, dude. You're like hog wild. You're like unhinged, dude. Let's get you back to base. Hold on 1 second. Okay. We're not talking to anybody. We're just gonna need three. Three. Seal. Get the fuck out. I think we're actually gonna spend the points to be able to hold it and the shield, because I like the idea of using it without it for a little while, but I think that the shield is gonna be what makes it so good, so much better than like other colossal weapons. Being able to block counter the colossal weapon effectively and then actually just shield bash. Shield bash is just such a punishing, rude, stupid, dumb thing. Except for like against like Crucible Knights, but those guys are like, nothing works against them. You just have to actually outplay them. Alright. To Liurnia. Let's put on our clothes and everything. I'll just run around in a fucking diaper. Alright, and then let's equip the poison spell so that we're not just like... No. Now we're ready. And maybe we'll spend the rest of those runes getting the lantern. Why don't I just do that now, actually? Just do it. Alright, 1300, so 7. Oh wait, I got these. That should be 80. Yeah, that puts us to, I need 500 more. That should be just this one. This will be higher than that. It'll be like 600 or 800. Yeah, okay, cool. Good. Good. Get it. Then we'll get back to it. Then the lighting situation is just fucking handled. Because we're gonna go into caves and fight shit, and I don't want to bother with a torch. It's just gonna weigh too much. Perfect. Alright. Now. To war. I wonder how many weapons there are in the game that do bonus damage to dragons. I think there's a couple. I think there's like some other shit. Another thing I want to fuck around with is like the Stone Digger sorceries. I would love to do a build that's just that stuff, but I don't think you get your first one until Liurnia. So it would be just like Glintstone Pebble your way through this stuff. And I know you can get their staff too. I feel like that'd be fun. Might be cool. Just to get used to them, see how they feel. I've never really done like sorcery shit. I messed with a Spellblade for a little bit. I like streamed it. It was cool. I think I kept wanting to nuke stuff with spells, and I was like, oh, that's not what this is. This is like buff your weapon and chew shit up. And it was cool. Like, it definitely hit hard. Scholar's Armament was like, man, that slapped so hard. I'll make some more tea and like a snack or something in a second here. Yeah, I really like the idea of like the exile chest piece. Like the exile set in general, but I feel like you need to like heavy it up somehow. Like exile chest piece and then like Radon soldier helmet. I really like that one with like the weird like Roman looking like sideburn kind of stuff going on. I'm gonna grab the Site of Grace, and then we're gonna grab the heirloom. And then we'll make our way up to the gate. To the lift. Alright, put this on. Now we're just ready to rock. Okay, then we'll just teleport our way over there. Oh, I want the Dex knot. I want the Dex. Let's get that. Definitely. Do I have 1,000? I feel like we should get the invitation over here, actually. Whoa! Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We might as well. Then we got the invitation Volcano Manor, and that's not fucked up. Because I feel like this pushes her up. I mean, you still can go, but like... Especially if I think the Vargram armor might be cool. It's something kind of tore up looking. Maybe even like Bloodhound armor, like chest piece with that cloak. I like that cloak.
My mistress, I was in. Could I ask that thug only if you've any? Oh, what a blessed thug, please.
Alright. I'm just trying as hard as I can to not lock myself out of something stupid. Because I know when you do this shit, that stuff happens. I don't do this enough to know it from like a ton of experience, but I know that like I've seen that shit all over the forum. And they're like, careful when you do this, because then this happens. Plus then we get that rad emote. This guy. He gives you the like splayed out one, which is so fun. Flip dog.
What are you trying to start?
Nope.
Show me, and I'll consider. I'm not in love with you. You're a shrew first. All right, things know your bloody.
Thanks.
Oh. All right then. I could be. Oh. All right. Well, but it ain't mine anyway. Look, she ain't down. Your town, can you see it? I can't see it at all. Makes no bloody cruel bloody job. Maybe something with your dreams. Never met somebody, but good man. I'll be seeing you.
Okay, cool. Now, Dex knot. Then we'll give that back to Raya. Yes. And then we'll teleport our way. I don't think I'm gonna bother getting the key.
The thug please. Oh yeah, thank you kindly. Did I forget? I see you are very to steady such strength, please. Brave.
Does that magma worm curved sword do extra damage to dragons? I feel like it would.
The lift instead at the base it was X. I have faith. I do.
I feel like that would be like the thing to have.
At the base it was X. I have faith in. I do hope.
So yeah. I'll get the rest of the maps later and shit. Just want the weapon. And to go back to Church of LA. Start playing with it. See what happens. Oh, in there. Help. Dude, I did not remember that guy being there. Oops. Huge. Yeah. Sheesh. I'll just ride over this way. I noticed that some of the Albinorics are carrying a Shamshir with a shield, which is so sick, but you can't get them to drop it, which sucks. I would love to do a build with 2 Shamshirs. It actually scales really well with, like, if you do Sacred Infusion, which is kind of cool. Be like a Holy Swordsman. It's so fucking rad. don't really need that at this point. It's like completely gratuitous, but whatever. We're right here. That's kind of why I'm not grabbing everything though too, is because I want to just play the video game. One of these days I want to do a great mace build like a paladin. And there's a couple of like holy damage based like Ashes of War that like have to do with like they have like a giant hammer in like the picture, and I'm like, man, that's so cool. All right. Hey, what's up, Grilly? I'll come back. I also want to do a build around that thing, that halberd. I also want to do a build where I'm wearing that set of armor, the Knight's Cavalry, and using Hellfence Steeple. The war pick is such a cool weapon. Charlie. That's my chihuahua at the door. Give me just a sec. I'm gonna get to this site of grace and then I'll open the door for him. Charlie! I hear you, son. Give me just a second, buddy. Hey, pal. Still need you. Hi, son. Hi, good boy. I love it. Do you want to say hi? You want to say hi, little boy? Yeah. Love you, man. That's nice. Get cozy, buddy. Alright, let's grab these. As well, right here. We got one more set of grace before we're there. Sure. For sure. Might as well actually just switch right now, so I can just get to it. A little bit of attacking. I love that you can see Margit's like little avatar standing over there. That weird little commoner. Oh. Warrior blood. Warrior blood. Yes. Yeah, you about to find out. Okay, here we are. Now stop. How long does this take? About an hour? Okay. Probably wasn't the most optimized route either, or whatever. Just doing this for fun, so. I've spent so little time out here. Like, I feel like I keep starting characters for fun and like coming up with dumb builds that are like centered around kind of just the Limgrave area. I've actually never even beaten the game. I haven't beaten it yet. I have a main character that was in Consecrated Snowfields at the time of Shout of the Erdtree releasing, and I hadn't killed Moog yet. So I killed Moog the night before. Isn't that nuts? That was the hardest boss I've ever fought in the game so far too. That was like, that took a lot of tries. Sorry about that, Torrent. Wish I had raisins for you, buddy. Supposed to be treating you with respect after all. Where is he? That was some tough aggro to drop, man. Now, this gets his attention unless you're quiet. Here. Yeah, we got it. Let's get started. This is gonna take a minute. I'm trying to think of like the route I want to take once I get this thing. I feel like we'll do Beastman Firmazula Catacombs. Then maybe clear out the soldier camp down there, and then just for fun, and then probably do the box stuff, and then probably the Kaiden Raiders camp. We'll just clear that out. There's like a recipe in there. Not that we're ever gonna need any of this shit, really, but I'm just trying to think for like kind of natural ways to like play the video game and use the weapon and get runes without any kind of cheesing, just to kind of force myself to get good, you know what I mean, like through actual experience rather than like, I feel like a lot of builds are just designed around trying to avoid playing the game, you know, so that you can do as little as possible to crush content, which is kind of just, I don't know, feels like avoiding it. Feels like avoiding the game. I don't like that stuff. I love this perfumer's outfit. I feel like an outfit that might be cool to wear would be the it's that chest piece from the snow dudes. You know, those guys that are up on the mountaintops of the giants that are living in that village, like right there. You fight one in an Everjail, like in Weeping Peninsula. I forget what they're called. I like their weapon too. But that armor, that looks like a cool Dragon Slayer type armor to me. With a different helmet. I'm not sure what. It's like I want like a red, like edgelord, like tattered cloak and like the great helm. But maybe not the great helm. I'm trying to think now. I do love the Radon soldier helm. It does crazy like sideburns that look all like Roman Empire. That shit's cool. Maybe that and the exile set, and then like the exile chest piece, and then you need like heavy gloves and legs to be able to pull off like getting. I really like the clean rot gloves and legs actually, but the rest of the armor is kind of, I don't know, it's a little silly looking to me, the chest and the helmet. But I really like the gloves and how they're like gold filigreed, like heavy armor. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll go farm that stuff later, like off cam or something. Get the drip. Get the drip online. Although I don't see why I couldn't do it on cam either. It just feels tedious and repetitive, but whatever. I'm gonna grab this side of grace once we kill him. Do. Just to save time later when I'm ready to come back here. But it might be fun to try and clear content, you know? I'll be right back. Okay, probably gonna make some ramen. Maybe another beverage. I don't know. We'll see. Getting close. I think I'm just gonna spend the runes. We're just gonna get to. We're just gonna hold both. We'll just do it. But 24 levels is rough because that's gonna be a lot of runes to like try to level up vigor and endurance. And what's weird is I feel like endurance is probably more important because of how slow colossal weapons swing and like the potential to take chip damage in like really normal ass fights. Pretty tough. So I feel like we might even spend like the first bit of like stuff on the night set. Just because we'll have 51 poise at like the lightest weight. Which is attractive. So yeah. Alright. 50k. He gives you 50k. I wonder if a golden foul foot would have been worth it right there, actually. Alright. Take a look here. 30 strength, 14 dex. 8 strength, 12 dex. Oh, a little bit less. Okay, so yeah, 30, 14. So we could go 20, 14, save 10 levels, and just use that thing. Kinda hate that. I think we just go 30, 14 if we can. Wow, there's still some left over. Sheesh. Okay. 10k. That gets us like 2 pieces of the armor that we want. Just go back to Church of LA. Let's not go crazy here. And then I'm pretty sure when we put this on, we'll be fat rolling. Get rid of that. Put this on. De-memorize the poison spell. I just like a clean HUD. I don't want it sitting there bugging me with an X on it. Okay, now. We're at medium load with this. Right? Sick. I gotta grab my tea. Hold on a sec. Okay, so we're at medium load with this. Let's grab these. I'm so tempted to buy the night sight right now, but we could also just grind for a little bit and try to get like... Let's see. Now fat rolling for sure. So... Fat roll, medium roll. Wow, so we can wear the pants. Gloves? Nope. Hat? Nope. How much do these weigh? 2.5. Okay. So let's do... Man. I actually want to read the description. Weapon said to have been whittled from the claw of a great ancient dragon, wielded by grotesque tree sentinels who yet serve the Erd Tree. The claws enwreathed with lightning and tears through the dragon's feeble descendants with ease. Okay. Damage taken while using the skill is reduced for endure. Great. Great shield said to have been whittled from the claw of a great ancient dragon, wielded by the grotesque... Yeah, okay, imbued with lightning. Okay. Yeah, so physical 120 plus 30 and 78 plus 7. This is 118 plus 24. It's barely less. It's barely less damage with shield bash. Alright, so let's do this. Let's start here. I almost want to like start. Oh, I didn't... Let's get our physics set up, actually. I think we should buy the night set. I don't want to spend. That is really expensive this early in the game, but like we didn't get any. Okay. Cool. So definitely once we get our first somber, these guys are getting one tapped. That's pretty cool. They're already getting one tapped when they're distracted, which is kick ass. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay, so if they have your attention, it takes 2 taps. Okay, cool. I bet that stops being true, like, pretty quick. Bats. These guys do. Just one tap in these guys, as it should be, actually. Okay, cool. Cool. Cool, cool. Fine. Yeah, let's buy the night set. And then start working on... I mean, we might as well. Let's just do it. Might as well. Let's just get that investment out of the way right now. It's expensive, but if we do... The earlier, the better. Because that's like, painful. $2,000 more for the legs. Okay. We'll get it. Let's just, like, grind some stupid shit for a sec. Dang. I love that it staggers them. Even the light attack, when I have their full attention, even the light attack, yikes, man, that's cool. I wonder if part of it's the lightning damage. It might just be that it's a colossal weapon, though. I feel like, honestly, Zweihander, like, naked-ass, like, Zweihander would do this, too. Oh, nice. Whoa, sprinting heavy, actually, does better than jumping heavy when I have their... That's weird. That feels glitchy, but okay. Do it. 3K is what we need? Let's clear out this camp. Let's just do it. Wear this helmet. Keeps me at medium load. Alright. Cool. That didn't knock the shield away? Weird. I guess because it's a colossal weapon, right? It's not a hammer. Weird. That's true, right? As if it was a hammer, that would have done it. A great hammer always bats their shield. Yeah, colossal weapon. Weird. So it's not interesting. Right, okay. Him not seeing me. Sure. Nice. Yeah. Come on, dude. Want some? This might be tough. Oh, I missed him? Yeah, this is tough. Come on. Whenever. Okay. Got him. I feel like the block counter is would have just owned right there. Would have been way better. I do kind of want to see what kind of damage this thing does to a shield, too. Because of the lightning. Oh, so much for that. Alright. Whatever. Might actually get to 3k once we clear this camp out, and then we can kind of think about normal stuff here. Can I wear the gloves? Yes. Crazy. Okay. Sick. So if we're two-handed it, we can probably actually get pretty good here. Hmm. I don't know why that does it, but the other thing didn't. Whoa. I think so. Alright, cool, whatever. Man, though, sprinting heavy is cool. I like that, like, over the back. Yeah, that's cool. Did we grab this? I can't remember. Double check. Yo. Not that we need it. Okay, cool. Are we at 3,000? Yes, we are. Sick. Grab these. Did I grab the ones over here? Or just leave them like a chump? Hey. Yep, cool. Might as well grab herba and stuff while I'm at it, because I feel like poison boluses are gonna be like a real thing. Oh yeah, I still have to buy recipes. I don't have to, but I feel like it's smart to have access to that stuff. Especially when I'm just not like good. I'm not like crazy good at this game. Not the best dude ever, so. Okay, cool. Cleared that out. Let's go buy the last piece of the night set and then see how close we can get to actually wearing this shit. Great. So, this will obviously heavy load us, right? Double that. Okay. So, what we do. What's my next level? It's gonna be so expensive. 4270. Yoo-hoo! Okay, this is totally the downside of this shit. Alright, no problem. So. That's okay. Let's just work our way up, right? What I can't decide is if I would rather work my way up with the shield or without it. And then add the shield last or add the armor last. I almost feel like the armor is more important. You know? And if I come up against a tough enemy, I can just fat roll. Right? You know what I should do is put everything on and do the calculation. Okay, so 55.4. I'm going to do the math really quick on that. It's going to be like 70-ish. It's closer to 80, actually. Yeah, it is 80. 80. Okay, and then let me look at what I need to get. Bring up the wiki and look at equip load. All right. There we go. In 80. 32. Damn. Okay. 32 endurance. That is brutal. I need 22 more levels to be able to do that. Okay. So I feel like we definitely try to get the Arsenal Jar Charm in. Or the Arsenal Charm. Now if we remove that, we're at 41.9. Shield's heavy. So 60. That's 20 less. That's 18. Okay. I feel like that's how we're gonna have to do this. Unless I want better clothes. So I feel like what I would actually do is go endurance to 18, vigor to 20, and then maybe like endurance to, what'd I say, 30 something. It's right here. 2. Oof. I mean, whatever. I think that's the route, actually. We'll just start here. Let's go kill this guy. Actually, let's do this. Yep. Yeah, let's do this. Because this guy I want to block him. And I don't care about my clothes, actually. My opponent. This should be one-tapping these guys for sure. Yeah. Light attack with full attention totally does it. Oh my god, dude. The shield bash. Weird. That took off like half his health. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Printing light is overhead. That's cool. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, Turtle Talisman should be on for this. Oh yeah, that's great. Perfect. Yeah, so we switched the Turtle Talisman for some of this. Now, he shouldn't have given me anywhere near enough to level up yet. This is gonna be spicy. My next level? 4270. That's okay, we got all the graveyards still. So we're all good. We'll just kill shit. We'll just play Elden. Oh, I know what we can go do. I never did this. Let's go kill Rick. And get the strength emote. Man, light attack wails these dudes. I mean, it should. Also, with like high minimums like this, you know you're getting like a weird damage boost from the scaling already. You're getting, you know, 24 levels worth of scaling. Ooh. Oh, we got there. That recovery time's pretty slow. So you can get there if you're trying to shield bash, or if you're trying to, I'm sorry, bash their shield out of the way to create an opening for a crit. Oops. Wow. And the hitboxes in this game are so precise. I kind of love that, though. Let's do this. That's cleared out. Ink. Yeah. So next would be catacombs. Probably. I feel like I should buy recipes and pots and stuff from these guys, actually, as I come across them.
The howl, I suppose. I know. Next time, don't fret. I just haven't.
Don't buy that.
Goodbye.
Like, we might as well. Might as well. We're, like, kind of fucked right now on stats either way, so. I'm not gonna buy everything. But I'm also not gonna do the thing where I'm like, I'm just only gonna use this shield and this thing. Like, you know, who knows? I might need to use a kukri for something or just whatever. I just don't want to limit myself artificially. I don't think you need to figure out if the weapon's good or not. Or if it even fits your playstyle, you know? So far I dig it, obviously, but like, I'm also level 25. God damn it. Geez, that bleed meter goes up so fast with those guys. I walked it once and it was like half there. Imps, man. It would be cool to like dual wield 4 hatchets if the bleed buildup is actually that insane on those things. Some of the movesets for dual wielding stuff is so cool. I was dual wielding war picks once. Dude. They're kind of weird. Jesus. Whoa. Yeah, look at that. Weird. So you gotta be... Okay, no problem. That worked fine that time. Weird. Weird. Oh, come on. Part of me is wondering if it might be smart to make use of like some of the medallions in the game that boost like really basic stats, like the health one and stuff. Like there's the Crimson medallion that guy, the merchant, sells over by... What's it called? Oh, I didn't grab the turtle talisman. Oh, I'll just leave that on then. That's fine. Oh no! Oh god! Oh no. Oh crap! See ya. Okay, got the sorcerer. Sweet. I need to buy one more recipe from that guy, right? From the merchant right here. Let's do the box stuff.
Wait, well, you're back.
That's it, right? I don't need any of this stuff.
Goodbye. Nice to do business.
Ah. Here. Those actually don't weigh that much.
Why won't any?
You're ugly.
What'd you go? Some clock. You were just. Thank you. I was pushing. I ended up. Oh, when they. So this is all I hope. Or I couldn't. They're not. Right. I'm.
Okay. Go up here. Mess around a little. Oh, bull crap! Like, press the button. Isn't there a third one? Maybe we actually do push vigor. Maybe we alternate it. One vigor, one... I don't know. I don't know what the right move is there. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Mm-hmm. I do like that you can just bully these guys because you keep stun locking them. just need the helmet now. Need 4270. Oh man, I'll have that by the time I clear this camp out for sure. And I'm probably gonna do Vigor. Can't believe he poised through that. A jump attack off a horseback. Oh crap, dude, he just poises through everything. See how much this does. Great, getting one of these guys. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. The stun lock is real. This side of grace right here. Up. Seems good. Actually, let's go up here. There's like a Venus Lily up here that I want to grab before I go back to Church of Ellie and go do the Bach cave. Now once we do the Bach cave, I think we'll do the mine. Do we fight this guy? First roll. Let's two-hand it. I feel like let's two-hand it for this. See how it goes. Oh, tough guy. Oh, okay. Sweet. Cool. Okay, got it. I'm gonna level up here. Nice, we're close actually. 45-8. Let's kill that dude down the hill here.
Always a pleasure.
Anything I need to sell? Any weird duplicates? Yep. I just like to try to keep my inventory clean if I can.
Goodbye for now.
See what happens if I do this. Medium load, cool. A jump and 2 charged heavies it took. That's kind of wild. They actually, it looks like they hit harder when you're using the Axe Talisman. Ooh. I feel like I should try shield bashing these guys. That's probably a better strat than trying to out-bully them. Oh, see ya. 3,041. Dude. Alright. Oh yeah, let's buy the recipe from this guy over here, because it's gonna be for the. Oh. Okay. 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 Oh, I poised through that somehow. That was cool. Did not expect that. Yeah, this will have the poison boluses, I think, which I'm gonna want if I'm not gonna have the ability to carry a seal for like a very long time. Let's buy these. I don't know why, just in case. It's good. I don't need anything else.
All done? Well, we're on the way then.
That is what I think it is. Yes. Realizing. Yep, cool. That'll come in handy. Let's see what kind of damage this does to these guys. I know these guys are really weak to fire. I don't know how they feel about lightning, though. Oh, not too bad. And it totally stun locks them. Kind of cool. Oh, jumping heavy continues the combo. That's nice. Now, undead. Oh, I only make one. Dang it. I feel like pots are gonna be how I deal with this crap. Cool. Maybe I'll pop that when we fight Market. I feel like I should save it for something more intense than that, but it's like, why? I'm just gonna sit in my inventory. It'd do me better good earlier on. Nice. Hell yeah. Perfect.
Oh.
I'm gonna get bigger to 15. Do I have my first somber one yet? I don't think I do. Okay. I think these are both somber weapons. I'm gonna try and solo this, but I'm a little. Oh, see ya. Cool. Man, you can literally just walk into this guy. That is so sick. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Did I even get hit? I don't think I did. I feel like there's a somber one over here. I think there's a scarab that drops it, and that'll be our first one. We'll put it into the weapon. The heavy attacks one-shotting these guys is fun. Below that. Next level. 4899. Ugh, man, it's brutal. It's alright. It's the price we paid, right? Price of admission. I think we get Vigor to 15. Maybe even 20. I could see a world where you don't use the shield to save weight, because then you just need to get endurance to 18 and then you can just push Vigor to 20 and then just do whatever you want. Oh yeah, we definitely want those. Wish Exalted Flash did more for this build. Hell yeah. Was a somber. Okay, cool. So we'll go do that. Get some money. And grab that. A couple of herbas over here. Okay. Give Bach his needle.
Wait, you got it. made you go into a thing, my mum? And that sewing kit I always want. Thank you very. I always want.
Okay. So I feel like for the first like third of the game, if you're gonna do this, I feel like you either commit to the shield or you don't. I'm going to, because I think it was designed with it. But there is an argument to be made for two-handing this for two reasons. One, we offer earlier access to 51 poise. But two, I think that's the best way to afford the opportunity to use dragon incantations. Right? Is to like two-hand this thing and then have like a seal and like start putting stats in it. Just get hit, just hit the minimum. You can almost do 20 strength. And then you can just earn your way into the shield if you want to later. But I like the idea that like you're using this weapon to farm dragon incantations because you do bonus damage to them. Okay. He's done. So let's go do this, I guess. Oh no, let's use the somber. Yo. Boom. Alright, let's do the mine. What's this helmet? Oops. Oh, he just dies. Brutal. I feel like we'll just slowly put clothes on. So we get our figure up. Definitely need that. Our endurance, I mean. I feel like we're probably going to two-hand it for this boss fight, actually. Like the way to do it. Then after this, we'll do the cave up north, past the Kaiden camp. Coast water cave. Wow. With all the bats, like the underground one has the Shamshir, and that'll be another two-handed fight actually. But it's interesting. I would not have wanted to two-hand the last fight. All those monkeys. I think the block counter is what really made that made me feel dominant there. We should get another somber one in here, actually, for the shield. That'll be cool. Seems good. Ooh, how are these guys against lightning damage, actually? Not great. Nice. Dig it. Well, let's see what happens when we jump attack this dude. Not quite a one-tap, but it did stagger him. That's cool. Nice. We can kind of follow these guys. That's good. Normally it takes hammers to do that. Charged heavy time, let's go. Oh yeah, full dead. The shield dash one-shotted that guy though. Alright, cool. That's satisfying. And it's fun doing all this old crap again. That feels good. Be able to just pop these dudes. These guys are really weak to like damage types, I've noticed, but that as long as it's not just like physical. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna want Claw Talisman and Curved Sword Talisman. That feels like kind of the way. And Turtle Talisman, and then, you know, probably Blessed Dew as like a flex thing. I feel like, you know, it might behoove me to go get Erdtree's, what's it called, like, favor or whatever, that talisman, because that increases, like, health, and, what? And like stamina, I think. I can't remember. It's in that awful room with 2 grafted scions. It's the worst thing ever. Did I just get another somber? Yes. Wonderful. You know what's funny is if you use the glintstone scraps that you get in the cave here, you can actually aim him at this guy's head. You can stagger him really easy. He's really weak to him. Ooh. Too dead, dude. Whoops. Oh, sheesh. Okay, see. Alright. Didn't like lightning either. Cool. How close are we? Oh, 500 runes away about. Oh, yeah, we're there. We're there. We're there. Sick. I'm just gonna keep cranking health, as weird as that seems, as naked as we are, but I think that that's like the way to go right now. Just at least get to 15. And then I'll start adding... I might push endurance to 18 at that point so that I can... No. Just not sure. Okay, so next we're gonna do that cave up north. And then I feel like we'll go across the bridge, actually, and like maybe... do the Kennethite stuff. We'll head north there. Do Mistwood and all that, go around, get his key back, do that. Yeah, that seems good. Let's level up the shield. That's just gonna give me better guard boost and make this thing hit harder, probably. Guard boost stays the same, but it does a lot more damage. Sick. Cool. Alright. Okay. Do this. Then we'll go across the bridge, and go up and grab the painting and all that dumb shit. And we'll talk to Kenneth. That'll be cool, because that'll be the first graveyard, and we can get the Fevor's cookbook. Fine. Kill these octopuses too, while we're at it. Dude, the shield. Yeah, it's fine. Just being, I feel like that puts you in such a good position to just be able to make the decision right in the middle of the fight, to be like, you know, this one I'm gonna two-handed, this one I'm gonna shield. Oop. There we go. Sheesh. On the feet. Forget what land octopus ogres are for. Oh, it's for some kind of meat that buffs you. Whoops. There we go. This is why I want the 51 poise, because I'm getting knocked out of stuff. Oh. Alright, come on. Could use dragonfly heads, that's fine. Turtleneck meat. Gross. Hey, what's my next level? There we go, 5,000. God, dude. 5228. Alright, let's go. What the? Dude, shield bash is so good with this. He tried to hit me right there. And just got blocked and hit instead. That is so rude with a shield that does as much damage as a colossal weapon. Man. That is definitely the strength of this. I think that two-handing it could be interesting. But I don't know, man. Missing dudes from being too close is real, though. And the recovery time is bad. Staggering pools, too, though, is like so juicy. Get a jar cannon. Oh, I got them both. Woo. Are we one-shotting these guys now? Yes, dude. After only one, I guess it's a somber weapon, though. Somber stuff is no joke, man. It's almost like getting it to +2 or 3 on the weapon. Oh, you can do that. That's how you fight these guys from now on. You just shield off them. That's it. I don't stand a chance now. All done. Okay, I should have figured that out earlier. Cool. That is really cool. We'll two-hand this one. Should be easy. Dead. Nice. Yeah, I don't like that stuff. They don't like non-physical damage. Any of the big, weird rock stuff like that is just like, that is the magic damage or frost or fire or light, any of it. Holy even. Holy's really good against that stuff. Okay. Great. Does that get us enough to level up? Yes. Wonderful. That's great news. Okay. Let's just keep pushing vigor. What's next? Next we're gonna go across the bridge? Okay. And I didn't get a Somber 2 in there, right? I think so. Okay. Cool. One more and we're at 15. That's sick. Let's move to daytime. I don't want to deal with the dude on the bridge yet. I like to do the nighttime enemies kind of later. If I'm doing like something like this where I'm trying to push through like kind of just the bosses. I really want that hat. It's kind of calling it a hat. Oh man, that does so much damage. Gosh sakes. Just from +1. You tapping the horse. Oosh. Give me the hat. Darn it. 2 dismounters, that's metal. Did I get this tutorial out of the way yet? No. Wonderful. Oh, no, you don't. Give me the hat. Darn it. 3 dismounters is even cooler. Flat. Okay. I'll go that way later. Let's do this for now. Let's just kind of clear out stuff here. Nice. So yeah. Let's go grab this little tree down here. There's just no harm in this stuff. It's probably like tedious to watch or whatever, but like I don't know, I just think I need the runes, and it gets me better and better with the weapon. Like, I wouldn't have known to, like, field bash those guys. Right? The octopuses. It's just fun seeing, like, the strats for everything. Like, I don't know. Makes you better at the game. What is this? Rope? A golden rune, that's fine. I feel like this game always screws you with stuff like that. They're like, check it, what's over here? An ambush, and it's glass. It's broken glass. These guys getting one tap now? Dude, that's so great. When I have their attention, even. Yeah, that's good. It took 2 a minute ago. Man, yeah, somber weapons actually get buffed really kind of aggressively with 1 upgrade. That's cool. I don't think I've fully noticed that. Probably because the only time I really started to pay attention to somber weapons is on my main character, and kind of like at the halfway point of the game almost. You don't feel it quite as much as you do in the early game. I guess probably with like Bloodhound's Fang, but that's like such a meme of like a try-hard weapon that I just completely got turned off by it right away. Oops. It's a poop here. I guess if I want to make like poop bombs or whatever. Oh yeah, that staggers even bears. God. I bet it doesn't stagger food bears. Blocking a dragonfly. So funny, man. Give me that noggin. Up here. There's a skull right here I saw. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that. Perfect. These guys. Oh, wow. Very close. Grab the poop. Oh, nice. I'm glad I came down here. Hell yeah. Alright, get me out of here. That's everything worth having up here. You can get down here from up there, which is kind of cool too. I think there's an herba over here I can grab. There. Okay, let's talk to Kenneth Height. Ooh. Chaos. I think there's nothing over here but plants. I don't really care about them. dragonflies over here to be had. Not sure that I really care about. Tag this guy for like free. It's fine. Cool. And these dudes. This is like usually where I farm the Noble Splendor Sword. Did we grab this side of Grace though? I feel like I was kind of feral about which ones I grabbed. Oh yeah. No. Alright, let's talk to Kenneth. Grab this graveyard actually. And then probably level up.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great... well, no. Despite it, you might have... Young Tarnish, I want you to unite... What are you with? My fort. Oh, I fret not. The celebrity...
Celebrations will be lavish indeed.
I wouldn't deprave honestly. First, then he... And to think... Yeah. What are you with? My fort.
Yeah, let's go with these monkeys and then the troll. And then we'll go level up. Grab this magic grease that I can't use. Dang, two of these guys, look at this. Sometimes it's worth it to just take the time. Let's get the big boy. Ooh. Dude. That was weird. Man, I love that sprinting heavy. Dang, I might have enough to level up twice actually. Hell yeah. Perfect.
Spoken words, if you wish. Very well, my lord. With thine ye will well.
Okay. Now, can I wear gloves? Yes. Cool. We'll just start inching our way up, I guess. So I'll probably push Vigor to, or Endurance to 15 next. So the next 4 levels. I'm hitting about the 3-hour mark, so I'm gonna probably call it for the evening. And I'll just wait right here, and then we'll pick up from here next time I stream, and I'll probably go kill that Rune Bear and grab the items over there, and grab Sacred Blade, and then head up into Mistwood and start clearing everything out there, and do that. Maybe the beach, hit the beach too, and just kind of do it all. I feel like that's kind of the best way to do this until I'm like caught up, if that makes sense. Where like I pushed all the content until like I'm actually like at the same level as the content I'm doing, and I'm getting runes that I would get at that point. So. And then we can kind of cruise. I would imagine we can probably just do like boss rush type stuff and not really. Although it's kind of fun doing the real content with this thing and seeing like what it's made of. It's actually quite staggering. I'm wondering, I'm gonna run into my first Somber 2 once we help Glide, which is pretty quickly here, right? And I'm imagining that the weapon will probably take quite a jump when it comes to damage. Second Somber 2 will be probably on the beach by Castle Morn, which it tracks. I usually do Weeping Peninsula before I do Storm Hill. So, anyways, cool weapon so far, but we'll see. Obviously, it wasn't made to be interacting with all this low-level shit, but you know, I don't know. I'm gonna stick with it, and see how it goes. So, thanks for watching if you did.